No. Oh, please gods, no. Leia's egg. Miqo'te, you must help me. I stepped out of the stables for but a moment, and when I returned it was gone. What was gone? An egg. Sorry, you are sure the chocobos will lay another? Gar, you do not understand, the egg is extremely valuable. I must find it. You will help me, won't you, Miqo'te? Oh, thank you, thank you. Someone must have made off with it. There can be no other explanation. I shall scour every ilm of the stable once more just to be sure. While I do so, I should be very grateful if you would ask the others if they noticed anything unusual. How fares your chocobo? Should you discover anything noteworthy as you raise your bird, I would be most grateful if you could share your observations. Have I seen any odd characters about, aside from yourself, you mean? Not that I recall. I did see someone calming the birds, but only from a distance. I assumed it was Luquelot. But if you say he was away from the stables at the time, then who was that with the chocobos?
A chocobo egg has gone missing. Well, let me think. Now that you mention it, the chocobos were making quite a racket earlier. So much so, in fact, that I ran over to check on them, almost flattening a passing peddler in my haste. I didn't find anything out of the ordinary, though. Could I describe the peddler? Oh, he was an pleasant fellow, didn't recognize his face. Seemed awfully twitchy. Oh gods, you don't think he... Why in the hells didn't I accost him?
See anyone acting suspicious? I most certainly did, lass. A man, it was, running off towards the Tamtara Deep Croft. You say an egg was took? Then I'd say that there was your culprit. But why would anyone pinch a chocobo egg? Without the proper learning, it's damn near impossible to get one to hatch. Yeah, ever set foot on a ranch of 4, stranger? Just mind ya don't rile up the chocobos, now.
There can be no mistake, then, the egg was indeed stolen. And from what you have told me, this was no simple robbery. That the culprit should take only Leia's egg and disregard all the rest tells me we are dealing with someone well versed in chocobo breeding. I am sorry to say that the individual in question is like to be a citizen of my native Ishgard. Leia, you see, is of the bloodline of Auranos, one of the greatest birds ever to grace an Ishgardian stable. Many a man in my homeland would give his right arm to possess one of Leia's eggs. Gods, I should have foreseen this. We must give chase at once.
Hold your chocobos, Luquelot. If this egg thief's from Ishgard, like you say, why'd he go running off towards the Tamtara Deep Croft? Unless I've got me mental map upside down, that's the opposite direction.
Well, yes, but he may seek to lay a false trail, or Bah, the why of it is not important. Leia's egg is all that matters. Adventurer, I beg of you, hunt the scoundrel down and take back what he stole.
Well, at least you ain't planning on chasing after him yourself, wherever he's from. We may work wonders with our birds, Miqo'te, but acts of dare and do ain't exactly our field. If you don't mind, we'll leave that end of things to you.
With luck, you may catch the thief on the road to the Tamtara Deep Croft, but do be careful, we cannot be certain he is working alone in this. How fares your chocobo? Should you discover anything noteworthy as you raise your bird, I would be most grateful if you could share your observations. I have caught you at last, you spiteful imp. Now hand over the egg.
You can't have it, Khpein. This egg belongs to Luquelot.
Who in Halone's bloody fury are you? Ah, those sops at Bentbranch hired themselves an adventurer, did they? Yet another complication. This farce has gone on long enough. Kill the Muggle and the farmer's hireling, and bring me that damned egg. Meddlesome wretches, prepare to die.
You will not have Leia's egg,
Ah, she's tougher than she looks. You feel this one, you obstinate bird.
He's up to something extra nasty, Khpein. Thank you, Khpein. What's that, Khpein? How did I come to be out here? Ah, well, this egg here is Leia's. Leia is a very special chocobo, in case you didn't know. Anyway, I was having a nap in the stables when that nasty fellow crept in and tried to steal it, Khpein. So I snatched it up as quickly as I could and made a run for it. I was planning to take it back to Bentbranch Meadows myself, but it might be safer if you did it. I'm sure Luquelot will be very happy to see you, Khpein.
Do you have the egg? Is it safe? Yes, it has the right coloring, the right weight. It is most definitely Leia's egg. I know not how to thank you.
You had me worried for a bit there, Miqo'te. 'Tis good to see you and the egg back safe and sound.
so I was correct in my assumption that an Ishgardian was involved, albeit one who did not, in fact, make off with the egg. Well, I could hardly have anticipated the intervention of a Moogle.
Bugger me. It couldn't be the same one, could it?
Might you have encountered our unlikely savior before, Keither?
Could be. One of them saved my hide back when the calamity struck. I was in a part of the woods what we now call the Standin' Courses that day. Seemed like the whole bleedin' forest was ablaze, and I couldn't see a yalm in front of me for all the smoke. Well nigh given up hope, I had. Then, all of a sudden, a Moogle appears out of nowhere, tugs at me smoldering sleeve, and leads me straight to a bit of the wood where the fire hadn't taken hold. And now you know why the business is named Moogle's Gift Mounts. Seemed like the least I could do. I'd be dead if it weren't for that plucky little bugger.
Incredible. It may well be that the Moogle has stood vigil over us ever since that day.
Ha. We'd better get back to work, then. Wouldn't want to go letting our guardian angel down, would we? Miqo'te, you have our thanks. Oh, and I believe Luquelot wants to give you a little something for your troubles.
Leia's egg is irreplaceable. I cannot well express to you the depth of my gratitude. And yet, I find that I am still troubled. While this whole regrettable episode unfolded, I bore witness to a sight that greatly concerned me.